Catholic Charities Atlanta has long been a lifeline for immigrants and refugees, but sweeping changes in federal immigration policy are now cutting off critical funding and reshaping how the organization can serve. Here now is Alison Hernandez with the Catholic Charities of Atlanta. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Good morning, Chesley.
All right. Seems like your ultimate question is, how does a mission build on its welcoming the strangers adapt when the rules of welcoming have been rewritten?
Well, you know, Catholic Charities is celebrating its 50th anniversary of creating welcome in the Atlanta community. So we've been doing this work before there was a government partnership that allowed us to strengthen and grow this work. And we're just looking for creative ways to continue that work now and into the future. Welcome doesn't depend on a certain grant or a certain source of funding. It's a key pillar to community. And so that outlasts time and changes in our world. It's remained the same for 50 years, and we're looking to continue that spirit now and moving forward.
Yeah. Alison, when a mother or father comes to you and they're afraid of being deported, what's that conversation like?
You know, we really work with families just to help them in the here and now, understand what their options are. Most of the families that come through the refugee resettlement program have a legal pathway. They went through all their security vetting overseas. They are considered the most heavily vetted group of individuals in our country. So when they come to our program, they've gone through a lot of that work. We just help get them on the right foot, get their life started. In a very successful program, 92% of our families achieve self-sufficiency within the first 8 months, which is remarkable when you think about going from nothing to having a thriving life in America. And so really, we just help them navigate those next steps to growing their families and giving their children a better future as well.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of the work that you do is very rewarding, but then you have to also deliver some bad news to families. How does your staff deal with that when a family has already been through some trauma and they have to give them some more bad news?
Well, so, you know, trauma is all around us, whether you're, you know, from the United States, coming from outside, and Catholic Charities Atlanta really hopes to meet people in those hard times and help them build a plan to work through those hard times. So whether that is someone's immigration status, we have an immigration legal services team that can't change someone's reality, can't change someone's pathway, but can consult with them on their options and if they have a pathway to citizenship, and really just seek to be, you know, community members alongside our neighbors going through difficult times, whoever they are.
Yeah, you talked about those immediate needs like food and housing, but there's also some long-term goals. How do you balance the two out?
You know, whenever a client comes through our door for any of our programs, our first step is to sit down with them and do an assessment of their needs. What are they trying to achieve by coming to our services? And we work with them on goal setting and how we can work alongside them to achieve their self-sufficiency goals. Really, our intention is to be not be needed. You know, we want folks to be independent and thriving. And in the short term, sometimes that's some food or connections to housing to get them on their feet and stabilized. But we have workforce development programs, English language programs, mental health counseling programs that really seek to enhance someone's life for the better and for the long-term future.
I probably should have asked you this off the top. How does the policy change and the cuts to funding, how has that affected you all?
It's definitely impacted us. I think the partnership with the federal government was a, you know, core resource in how we were able to reach more folks and provide more assistance. And more than anything, I think our clients felt the impact, those who were in the program and felt those changes immediately. But we at Catholic Charities Atlanta really worked to minimize that impact on clients. We wanted them to focus on achieving their self-sufficiency. So we tried to fill those gaps and really make that as seamless as possible for them. And like I said, we, you know, are thankful that at Catholic Charities Atlanta, we've been doing this work for 50 years before the federal government was a partner with us, and we will continue this work now and moving forward, just looking for other ways to sustain and support the work that we're doing.
Yeah, everyday Atlantans may want to play a role in it. How do they help you fill the gaps?
Well, we encourage everyone to visit our website, catholiccharitiesatlanta.org, just to learn more about the work that we are doing. You can also find out how to donate, but also volunteer your time. A lot of people who cannot give financially are involved by volunteering or interning within our programs, and we welcome that as well.
All right. Thanks a lot, Alison Hernandez. Thanks so much for joining us. Thanks for your insight today, okay?
Thank you.